Hi, Normal Not Normal podcast. I'd like to know what's the most embarrassing or strange situation you have been in. Thank you and bye bye.
Slam dunk, are you ready to make me?
Great question, Asia. Oliver, most embarrassing situation you've ever been in?
Well, I wasn't embarrassed, but my wife, my now wife, was very embarrassed. So we'd only been seeing each other for probably a matter of weeks, if that. And she was studying design and art and design at university. So she said, "Oh, do you want to come to this exhibition?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, come along." And I went along. And you know, when you just go to one of these modern art galleries, which is just full of the most obnoxious fluff you've ever seen. It was literally and I walked in this room. And I'm not exaggerating. There was a mirror with a bowling ball on it and a hula hoop around the top of it. That was it. And I stood there, and I actually said open and loud, "What on earth is this? Are you honestly going to university, or is the guy who's teaching at university honestly putting like bloody 4 years of work into this? Like, what are you representing? Well, the bowling ball is the weight of the world, and the mirror is like the delicate, fragile state of ourselves, and the hula hoop is the orbital sphere around us. Like, is that what you're trying to prove from this?" And there's a guy next to me, and I was like, "Do you know what I mean, mate?" And he looked at me and went, "Well, what I was trying to represent when I created this piece was," and I can't remember what he said after that. I nearly wanted the bowling ball to land on my head, and my wife. I mean, I was embarrassed from it, but I could see my wife just red. Gosh,
Is that when
I'm dating this bloke.
every time she went to hand in an assignment, the old red pen came out? Must try better.
No, I don't know. Actually, I think it was a case of. It was funny enough. They had another one, but I didn't go to that one. But yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
My most embarrassing situation, I would say, is probably when I was going through airport security. You know, you have to take your belt off. And I'd lost a bit of weight when I was doing this health kick a couple of years ago. Took my belt off, going through, you know what's going to happen. I'm holding my trousers up to go through the security bit. And it was the bit, you know there's a machine now where you put your hands above your head, like that. Mm-hmm. And the lady was saying, "Put your hands above your head." And I was saying, "I will do, but my trousers are going to fall down." And she wouldn't. She was obviously getting quite grumpy. So I put my trousers up and my hands up, and the trousers came down. And unfortunately, I was wearing Ren and Stimpy underwear. So, yeah, that was quite an embarrassing situation. But hey, we live to fight another day. And I'm so glad I shared it with everyone now. Next question.
Hang on.
Hi James, hi Oliver. My name is Charlie and I'm a 19-year-old student from Norway. And I just want to say that I'm a huge fan of the Normal Not Normal podcast and it has been really entertaining to listen to. And my question for you guys is, can you remember a time in your life you felt the most alive? Thank you, stay safe, bye.
Wow, Charlie, hey, and your English is absolutely unbelievable, mate. That is absolutely amazing.
Sorry, I get it. You were doing Norwegian then, right?
Yeah. See? She speaks in English, I speak in Norwegian, you know.
The time I've most felt alive. I've been very lucky in all the years of travelling and doing all this kind of stuff to feel alive. But I would probably have to say something when I've done something silly, like jump out an aeroplane or bungee jump or jump off a building. That would probably be up there with when I've felt the most alive. In fact, I did a great bungee jump in New Zealand. It's actually that photograph there. When you have to do a running jump off it, which was a lot of fun. So I'd say that.
I'm sure there's many times when I felt that, like that type of thing. But I remember I was in New Zealand, theme here, and we were out there for an event. But I flew over about 3 or 4 days early, 5 days early, and got a car on my own and drove up to the very northern tip. To play golf at a golf course called Cowrie Cliffs. So I started driving and saw this place which said golf course and winery. Happy days. Got there. The golf course wasn't up to much at all, but the winery was fantastic. So anyway, I was there for a day or so. Went down to the beaches there, beautiful. And then realised that the plane I'd booked to get back to Auckland actually went at 7 a.m, not 17:00, not like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'd missed that, and there was only one flight a day, and I had to get back to Auckland. So I had to call the rental car company and say, look, mate, I need to bring it all the way back to Auckland now. I said, right, okay. So it's quite a long drive, but I remember doing this drive, thinking, I need to get there today. Beautiful sunshine, and the song Still Breathing by Green Day came on. And I remember just being like, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant, because like these things are the things you'll never plan for, but sometimes they're the things you remember the most.
Slam dunk, are you ready to make me? I'm here